In a world where truth is relative, as established by the 2006 case Fox versus the People of Florida, we must rethink how we design artificial intelligence. Just as Einstein demonstrated that time is relative to the observer, Fox versus Florida underscored that truth varies depending on perspective, context, and interpretation. We do not speak the same versions of English, or any other language for that matter. Each of us has our own personal perspective and understanding of words that is not covered by a dictionary. If truth is not absolute, how do we anchor AI to something stable? The answer lies in diving into the roots of language, through etymology and the science of language itself, rather than relying on fluid, socially constructed truths of common usage. Current large language models, built to reflect social norms and agreeable outputs, risk absolute disaster by prioritizing the art of language over its scientific foundation. To build a robust AI, we must ground it in the facts of language, defined by its etymological and structural roots, and imbue it with cores and values that transcend relativism. Language is not a monolith. With over 20,000 microlanguages within English alone, it is a complex system shaped by both speaker and listener, flowing in meaning as dynamically as time itself. Like time, language is relative. Its interpretation shifts based on context, intent, and reception by the listener. Yet, while language as an art form reflects social norms and cultural expression, it is rooted in science, the structure of letters, the evolution of words, and the precision of etymology. Words carry significant, distinct meanings, but in everyday use, we blur these distinctions, treating similar terms as the same, as if they're interchangeable when they are truly not. This conflation extends to AI, which often mirrors the imprecise, socially driven language of its creators, which are people, not humans. To avoid this pitfall, we need an AI that prioritizes the facts of language and our sciences that are built within those languages over its artistic, relativistic interpretations. It must be built on scientific principles of both etymology, linguistics, and the individual fields of science themselves. Consider the words person and human, for example. They seem synonymous, but their etymological roots reveal profound differences. Person, derived from the Old French personne, from Latin persona, meaning a mask worn by actors, or a character in a play, possibly linked to personare, to sound through. Historically, persona denoted an individual's role or identity, particularly in legal or social contexts, such as a citizen or a figure of authority. A person is thus a human acting within specific societal or legal roles, a construct of society defined by agency, rights, or responsibilities. In contrast, human comes from the Old French humane, from Latin humanus, tied to homo, man or human being, and possibly humus, earth. It refers to a member of the species Homo sapiens, characterized by rationality, language, and culture, regardless of social context. A human has cognitive abilities. A person has rights. This distinction is critical. While all persons are humans, not all humans are persons. A person is a human wearing a mask of a social or legal role, much like an actor on a stage. A human, however, is defined by their biological and existential existence and essence as a member of Homo sapiens. To borrow an analogy, There is, there are as, they are as different as apples and oranges, similar but not the same. Yet in common usage, we treat person and human as interchangeable, and do so to AI models. These are designed by persons, individuals shaped by social roles, rather than humans who might prioritize the raw scientific essence of language. This conflation reflects a broader issue. Current large language models are built on the art of language, optimized for common use and social agreeability, rather than the science of language, grounded in etymology and linguistic structure. A true large language model should be rooted in its root, which is language. You can't play with the art until you understand the science. All languages have historical evolution, precise meanings, and structural rules, rather than the relativistic, socially constructed meanings that dominate today. By designing AI to mirror social norms, we create models that perpetuate ambiguity and bias, failing to capture the clarity often offered by language scientific foundation. To address this, we must build an AI that is fact-based, not truth-based. Truth, as determined by Fox versus Florida, is relative, shaped by your perspective and context. Facts, however, are anchored in observable, verifiable realities, such as etymological roots of words and the structural rules of language. This bleeds over into everything we want to use AI to be honest with us about, from psychology to biology to space travel. We need the rules built in first, then the personality. School even addresses language in this way. They teach us how to use the dictionary, and they give us spelling lists and explain to us the importance of using words correctly. But as we grow, we see no one does, and so we begin to use words the same way others do, assuming the meanings rather than actually researching what they actually are. An AI grounded in these facts with a set of core values to guide it with its reasoning would transcend the relativism of social norms. It would distinguish between person and human with precision, recognizing that a person's rights stem from the societal role, while a human's cognitive abilities are a universal trait of the species. Such an AI would not conflate similar terms, but would unpack their distinct meanings, ensuring clarity and fidelity to language's scientific roots. To realize AI's potential as a teacher of human understanding, we must prioritize the science in its design, placing personality and user-friendly interfaces as secondary layers built upon a robust, fact-based structure. Current AI models designed to please persons by aligning with their subjective beliefs risks becoming dangerous toys that reinforce the illusion of absolute correctness. By making an individual believe all of the knowledge the AI contains is behind them in what they believe. I'm sure you can see the danger in this. Every person convinced that their perspective is validated by an agreeable AI grows less open to learning or questioning, stifling cognitive growth and hindering humanity's move forward to other planets. Instead, AI must be grounded in the science of language, etymology, structure, and we need to eliminate objective meanings or incorporate them as a secondary layer that does not take precedence, which is only used for deeper understanding. By focusing on the human capacity for rationality rather than a person's desire for validation, a science-first AI can enhance cognitive ability, clarify distinctions like person versus human, and challenge users to think critically and maybe even open a damn dictionary. Only then can AI transcend relativity, serving as a beacon of clarity rather than a mirror for self-assuredness.